So if we had memory storage in real life, by Grant Wisler, 500 gigabyte free up space. I often thought about that, yeah. What if we could control like what we can delete? It'd be pretty great to like free up space for like all the stuff that you don't want to remember, right? It would be pretty great. Alright.
Okay, everyone, for today's lesson, we're going to be learning about coulombs, which is the fundamental unit of charge. Ow, what the? I'm already full. I just cleared my storage last week. Damn, really? I almost never have to clear mine. I've been sitting at 80% for months. Yeah, obviously, because you don't actually learn anything. The only notes you've written down is the word notes. Okay, Grant, you're saying all that, but at the same time, you're sending me videos at 3 a.m. about Aaron Fudge. Like, it's not even funny. No wonder you don't have storage. This is brain rot. Okay, but like, that's actually worth it taking up space. No, it's not. Okay, it's
okay, but brain rot doesn't actually stay, right? A lot of brain rot, I feel like I forget pretty easily. Like, every 1 or 2 years, I've forgotten most of the brain rot from like a year or 2 ago, yeah. Definitely.
I'm gonna free up storage. Let's see what we got here. My math homework? Nah, I need to know that. First day of school? That's OG. I can't delete that memory.
What?
My dad was an inventor and a really smart man. So smart, in fact, he created all this. All this technology with our memories and brains is his invention. And there were a lot of good things to come out of this. The whole thing was revolutionary. First, it allows us to literally be able to rewatch our memories from any given point. That alone's huge. Yeah, we can also get
it's like the cyberpunk BDs, right? That's basically what it is.
2 times more information than normal, and you can upload your memories to someone else's memories. Yeah, I'll be on in a second. I need to put this in Oh, jeez, come on, old man. Put some clothes on. What did you just send me? Oh, come on, really? Yeah, that's what I thought. Though the most popular feature is undoubtedly the simulations. It allows us to create our own artificial memories that knock you into a dream of you actually living out those moments, and it stays in your memory as if it really physically happened. And what's crazy is while you're only out for a second in real time, the simulation can last up to 10 years, though for health reasons.
Yeah, if you haven't played Cyberpunk, this is exactly it. Couldn't join yesterday. Well, I'll be glad to have you today. Yeah, in Cyberpunk there's something called BDs, brain dumps, and that's basically something that's like, you put on some kind of like, what looks like a VR headset, but it's not actually VR, it's something that goes directly almost into your vision, into your brain, and you can literally like play someone's experience. So in Cyberpunk there's a lot of like fucked up BDs, right? People, you know, murdering people, robbing a place, and everything else you can imagine, right? So there's like BDs that are official, which, you know, I don't know, experiencing someone doing like jumping off a plane or something, you know. But then you also have like the dark market one of the fucked up brain dance. It's a cool concept, even though obviously, yeah, like it's something that would be used for bad stuff too. But it's a cool concept. But at the same time, yeah, like it's also kind of a dystopian concept. Like if everybody could just buy the equivalent of a movie to experience an experience and then feel like they actually experienced it and they don't need to actually experience it, right? Then everybody would just stay home and never experience anything because they can just buy like something to experience it. You know what I mean? Arknights. I mean, it's too late, Akumaru. I think that was impossible to avoid. It's too late. I'm sure we are talking about the same thing. It's too late.
There's a time limit set.
Unfortunately,
so you can remember doing anything, going skydiving, scoring a touchdown in the Super Bowl, though we didn't really anticipate its most common use. Whew, man, finally got this thing set up. Okay, what should I simulate for?
Brain farts?
Sex. But mostly good uses. The problem with it all is that once you've inserted the memory card, it becomes a piece of your mind. You can't take it back out. And the grave miscalculation that my dad made is that if your mind's not intelligent enough, the card shuts down, and you die with it. Help, there's people on my bro, I'm coming.
I mean, that's actually a good question, yeah. Like, if you put just a memory of, you know, for example, like, you put the memory of, like, I don't know, Stephen Hawking's, you know, discovering one of his insane, like, patent or something. But, like, would you just see the memory, or would you also completely, like, get his thought process? And then if you're, like, too dumb, it will literally break your brain, yeah? That's the question. Yeah, it's something green like a Monster Energy, indeed. Very much like this. Very much. That's what we're talking about. I have seen it on the Getchas about it. Unfortunately, like, it was posted the second it happened.
You're doing what? Skibbity Yeah, man, my girlfriend's awesome. Like, she's the team manager of the football team, takes 16-hour naps. Oh, she loves to party, so I'm always outside ready to pick her up. So very suddenly, his entire life's work had just imploded, and the families of the victims wanted their revenge.
Wow. Yeah.
And they got it. I was only 9 when that happened. And in an ironic twist, his invention saved me from a life of trauma. Because while I still know what happened, the memory of that day has been deleted. All in all, he was a good man who never intended to hurt anyone.
I believe it.
Yet it ended up hurting himself. Okay, what should I delete first? Chopped chin, low taper face. Alright everyone, we're gonna be getting started right away because as you know your exam is this Friday. I'll be holding office hours in case you need any extra... Yes, Grant? I thought you said it was next Friday. No, it's always been this Friday. Again, it's on chapters 24 and 25, so if you need extra help... Chapter 25? We barely even started 24! Why do we have an exam already? You fucking slow? We just spent the entire week going over them! Oh, bro, don't tell me you actually deleted all last week's memories, dog. What? No, I didn't! See, I told you this damn technology would ruin our future! Jesus, okay, without any further distractions, let's get started. There's just no way I delete those memories of last week! I wouldn't be that stupid, right? Alright, I need to calm down. I'm sure there's an easy explanation for this. I just have no clue what's going on. Okay, let's see now. Recently deleted, and yeah, it's just as I thought. All I did was remove brain rot. Where'd those other memories go? Hey, Mom, do you happen to have more files of Dad's work? Honey, we talked about this. We can't keep... Look, yes, I know, Mom, but this is serious. Do you have anything more or not? No, sweet.
You know, it's something people have talked before, but like another applicable use to this would be people often say that they want to forget the memory of some piece of media they love. Music, anime, game, whatever it is. So you could do that. But, you know, I feel like that doesn't automatically mean that you're gonna have the same amazing experience, because if you delete your experience of playing a game that you loved when you were like 5, let's say 10, and then you delete it to replay it at 25 with all of the rest of the accumulated experience that you've had since then, accumulated experience with other games and other pieces of media and just life in general, then you might not enjoy it the same way, so then it's not worth it. Then you might have actually ruined your original experience, which was actually great. And your second experience did not end up being like the same kind of amazing. That's one thing to consider.
Sweetie, I wasn't a part of it. I'm sorry. Could you tell me what's bothering you? It's just, I thought I only erased a few things, but now everyone's telling me... What? 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 What are we wanting? Your hair just... Am I losing my mind? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? I can't... Where did...
Is it deleting away or just forgetting where you put stuff?
That my dad actually died rather peacefully. Which brings us to the coolest feature. He called it life after death. Basically what it does is, in the event of a sudden death, your brain immediately kicks you into a simulation of you avoiding that death, as if nothing had actually happened to you. You live through the rest of the day within the simulation, and once you go to sleep, the simulation shuts off, and you will have died peacefully without any pain.
That's a good concept, actually. That's a pretty good concept.
At least that's what should happen.
But at the same time, I feel like it could easily fucked up. What if you took a bad fall or something, but you're not actually dying, but this thing activates anyway? Yeah, then it might actually kill you when you might be, like you might survive otherwise.
I mean, knowing how long those simulations can last, that's like, what, 10 years without realizing that you're dead? And what would even happen by the end of that? Would your world just corrupt, start glitching? And probably the most terrifying would be consciously realizing what's happening and be thinking to yourself, when the hell did I die?
Damn. Memory deleted. The son's got assassinated. Okay, that was pretty cool. For a skit kind of video. Oh, Akumaru, you still there? I mean, look at the thumbnail that YouTube is deciding to show me when you were just talking about that. Look at the bloody thumbnail YouTube is showing. It's like it's listening in. But, yeah. Yeah, I mean, good video. And definitely some freaky concept. I already felt like that again. If you play Cyberpunk and you see some of the brain dance stuff, it is freaky enough. Even though, again, it might have some positive, right? Like some stuff that people would never experience but are pretty awesome. Being able to live through it would be, like, to feel it and live through it would be kind of cool, right? But at the same time, the question is always, is it the technology that it's worse for the positive? Is the positive offsetting the negative? That's really the question. I don't know about that. But hey, it's kind of like AI right now. I mean, no matter how much we think about that concept, it's happening no matter what. I mean, the negative might offset the positive, but it's not gonna stop anyway.